Have you ever had that experience when you're with your partner and you just feel not quite sad, not quite frustrated, but there is something wrong. You can feel it. There's this emotion and you can't really pinpoint it. And when she asks you, "What's wrong? Are you okay?" You just say that I'm fine. I'm okay. I'm just tired. And you don't really say what you're feeling. If you had a similar experience, something like this, then this video might be very beneficial to you. And even if you're not in a relationship, the things that we're going to be talking about might even help you outside of relationships. Because I had this realization recently that staying open, being open with an open heart is essential if you want to have a deep and meaningful relationship. And by that, I mean when you're hurt or when you feel vulnerable, not closing in on yourself or withdrawing or hiding, but staying open with an open body, taking deep breaths, looking into the other person's eyes, even when it's difficult to do that, and communicating honestly and openly and actually saying what's on your mind and actually saying and communicating to the other person how you feel about things and opening your heart and letting them see it. For example, let me tell you my story. There were times when I was with my girlfriend and I just felt like off, not quite hurt. It's some kind of negative emotion. Yeah, I gotta get better at identifying my emotions, but something was off and I just felt it. And I started like closing down, closing in on myself and trying to hide or run away, not taking deep breaths. And when she asked me what's wrong, I just said that I'm tired or that there's nothing wrong, I'm fine. Or I even put on the mask of trying to appear as there's nothing wrong. And that was the mistake that I made. I was not authentic to myself. I was not authentic. I was not showing actually what I was feeling. I was not communicating or opening up. I was closing down. I was not being honest. And the thing is that you cannot fool the feminine. It doesn't really matter what you say. She will feel it. She will feel if there's something wrong. And the thing is that 95% of the time, she's right. Or even more percent. Like, every time my girlfriend insisted that there's something wrong and kept asking me, she was always right. Like in the last 1 year and 7 months, the time that we've been together, she was always right when she said that I can feel that there's something wrong. Like there were maybe like 1 or 2 times when I was actually like feeling good and there was nothing wrong. But I'm telling you, 98% of the time she's right. What she feels, she can feel it. And this happened a couple of times when I was contracted, closed in on myself, hiding or becoming tense in my body, and it didn't help anyone. I was not feeling good that I was keeping it in. She was feeling that I was not telling the truth. And if this happens, she might even not be able to trust you if you're not telling the truth and she feels it. And I think what happened was that I was vulnerable, too vulnerable to open up. And I was not good at sharing my emotions and saying how I actually feel. And I wasn't even good at that. I'm still not that great at identifying what I'm really feeling. Of course, I'm starting to become better by practicing it, but I think that was the thing, that I was just not used to it and I felt really vulnerable when I opened up. Now, of course, as time goes on, you will get more used to being vulnerable in front of your partner, opening your heart in front of them, but it does take practice. So I realized that I can't keep on doing this. If I want to have a deeper relationship, I got to open up. And I just can't keep saying that I'm fine or I'm tired and not actually saying what I actually feel. Because that's what you say to some people that you meet on the street, that I'm fine, when you don't want to talk to them, but not in a relationship. Not there. You actually get into that stuff. How are you actually feeling? You get into the deep waters. So I realized that I got to be honest, communicating that this is how I'm feeling, or when you did this, it made me feel this way, or I'm not sure what I feel, but there's something wrong, or just whatever. Just learning to communicate it as best as you can. So if you can relate to my story, then this is my advice. Whenever you feel that you're hurt and you're closing down, don't be afraid to tell your partner how you actually feel, and be honest. Be open and be authentic, be yourself, even if it hurts, even when you feel vulnerable, because you will feel like that. But that is where the growth is. That is how you will deepen your relationship, because you can't keep your partner at an arm's length and not open up. You got to let them in if you want to deepen it. And another important thing is that not to just open up through communication, but actually open up your body. And as far as I know, the way that you do that is by actually like not curling in on yourself and being straight with your shoulders back, chest out, and keeping an open front of the body. That means that not tensing your chest or your belly or your neck, because you know that when you're anxious or there's something off, your chest or your belly like starts contracting and tensing up, or you feel a lump in your throat. You gotta soften those areas, your belly, your chest. And the way that you do that is by taking deep breaths. Deep breaths, full breaths into your belly. Like as low as you can, breathing into your balls. And just exhaling fully, smoothly and slowly. Taking deep breaths and maintaining strong eye contact with the person that you're talking with, and feeling your pain, feeling it, and also feeling the other person. Opening up even when it hurts, and also practicing loving from that place, loving from that place of hurt. And another thing that you could do is learning about effective communication. That can also just help a lot. So throughout the day, notice when you're closing down. Notice when it's hard to look into someone's eyes, or when your breaths are shallow or you're tensing up, and practice opening up your body, keeping it straight, full deep breaths, not tensing up your body, not closing in on yourself, only thinking about yourself. Practice opening up. Now, I'm not an expert on this. I'm still struggling with this. I'm still practicing, but I just wanted to share this with you so that hopefully it will help you in some way. And now let me just read you something from the book, The Way of the Superior Man. It's this little summary of the chapter 2, Live with an Open Heart even if it hurts. And it goes like this. Closing down in the midst of pain is a denial of a man's true nature. A superior man is free in feeling and action, even amidst great pain and hurt. If necessary, a man should live with a hurting heart rather than a closed one. He should learn to stay in the wound of pain and act with spontaneous skill and love, even from that place. So if you have any questions, you can leave a comment. And if you're interested, I'm doing free one-on-one calls. You can send me an email and we'll make a video chat, and you can ask me anything that you want. So thank you for being here. Hopefully this video was helpful. Thank you for watching. All the love towards you. Have a great day and goodbye.